Welcome back to Nobody Asked for This Podcast. I'm Cali and that's Saulyna. So you texted me a few days ago and you made me think of something that I wanted to bring up. And it was my Instagram followers. It made me think of how my ex used to get mad at me. So I think I had 3,000 followers in college, and he got mad at me for having that amount of followers.
Because does that make you a hoe? Followers make you a hoe?
I don't know. I remember him saying that, how do these people even know you? I know you don't know all these people. And I'm like, well, they're my followers. My followers, I don't have to know. Like,
And it's not like you're even following them.
yeah, exactly. It's not me following them. So I was like, that makes no sense. But, like, good argument, I guess. And then he would literally watch my following count. And if I would go out, like go to the bar, and then the next morning,
Then it would go up.
yes, the next morning I'd have a follower. He'd be like, so I see that you just got da 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 da. Did you talk to him? Did you like him? This was at the point where like social media wasn't a thing for me. So I was like, how do you even know my latest follower? I don't even know how to do that.
It's like so weird because I remember when I had a Snapchat and I was psycho Saulyna and insecure as fuck. Do you remember people would watch people's snap scores and it'd be like, I only snapped you 5 times, but your snap score went up like 15. Like, who are the other 10 Snapchats to? That's what that reminds me of. That's scary. When we think about it, I remember just feeling so confident and so smart. I'm like, yeah, I got him. Yeah, I know this. Yeah, I know that. And now I think about it and what a fucking psycho. If you had to go through those links, like, why are you even with him?
That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing that, I mean, I'm happy that I know now, but once again, it's just one of those things that you think is normal. Everyone around you is in those kind of relationships. So you're just like, okay, we're all these girlfriends are doing the same thing. We're all, on the same path. And then it's like, okay, 4 years later, what the fuck? You were the toxic bitch.
I hated it before, and now it's honestly making me like a more well-rounded person. My relationship now is easy, but there'll be times where my friends texting me this or the group chat is saying this, and I'll be like, well, why don't you just type in that number on the Cash App, type in the number, and then the name will pop up and you'll know who it is, or use this app and you'll be able to see if he's ever been to jail for this. And they're like, why do you know that? That doesn't even seem like you. You're so chill. I was crazy. I learned, but I was crazy.
You have all of the intel.
Yeah. But right now, it just comes in handy for it. And I think it's cool. It's kind of like when people used to be ratchet or in the streets and now they're super businessy and professional, but they still have the street smarts, and then now they can use them in their professional life. That's how I think about it, except not as dope.
Selling dope.
So, speaking of insecurities in relationships, I kind of just want to speak on just insecurities in all kind of relationships in general. I mean, I also am going to bring in my part where it's kind of the insecurities that I've brought into friendships and relationships, but let's just talk about hating ass people that are supposed to literally love you and be obsessed with you. There's so many friendships I've been in where it's, even if I 1,000% believe they had my best interest at heart, I've had family members and even other friends texting me and be like, that shouldn't have been how they responded to this. That shouldn't have been how they responded to you having success, kind of thing. And lately, I've been so good at picking up on things like that in new friendships, but now I have like way less friends too. So,
Yeah. That's also just a thing of getting older, too. Because how we are talking about people grow like at different rates, it's the same thing. I would have replied differently last year than I would reply today.
when I say that, I feel like it sounds like I don't care anymore, but I still do, but it's like a different way.
I don't know. I feel like what I just said doesn't make sense. I don't even know what I just said.
I told you this is it's such a rough day for you.
We'll figure it out.
No, we usually do. I should have made a coffee.
Okay, I honestly think that's what made me sick this morning. But wait, it's the one that I was FaceTiming you at and I was hitting.
When you spilled the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I said when you spilled the guy.
I knew what you meant. Um, and he was there again this morning. But I got one of their specialty coffees again. And I went in there for a chai latte, and I should have got a chai latte, but of course I saw their specials and I had to get
You
it.
tried something else?
Yeah. And I'm not kidding you. I took one sip of it, and I think within 5 minutes I started throwing up.
I wonder if it was milk. Did it taste fine?
I thought it did. It was cold brew with just like a cold foam on top, so I'm thinking maybe the cold foam was bad.
Maybe. Or maybe it just didn't mix well with something you already had in your stomach. Or did you drink water before you put coffee in your system?
No, I haven't ate anything or drank anything today.
And then you just put concentrated cold coffee?
Yeah. But it was literally one sip, like not even a drink, like literally one sip. I'm not kidding you, that's it.
That is so weird.
And then I think I've thrown up like 5 times, maybe 7.
And you can afford to throw up. You barely eat enough anyway.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I want a good dinner today to make me happy, but
Yeah.
I don't really feel like leaving the house. And I don't want it to go. I hate food to go.
Yeah, because it's so much worse.
Yeah, and I honestly like hate DoorDash.
Oh, I love DoorDash.
I understand the concept and I love the concept, but I think it's just because I don't know, the experience is at the restaurant.
And you're overpaying for shittier food. Even if I get the same exact thing that I got sitting at the restaurant, it's so much worse.
It's so much worse. But also going out to eat recently, it's pissing me the fuck off, dude. I went out to breakfast yesterday with my dad, and it's a restaurant where you seat yourself, and then the server comes up, takes your order, brings you the food, and then basically that's it. They don't come check on you, and then you go, someone's at my door. What the fuck? Did you hear that?
It looks like you don't have pants on.
Oh my goodness.
Who was at the door?
Hello Fresh. How exciting. My HelloFresh is supposed to be here tomorrow. That's so weird that it came today. It always comes on Thursdays.
Are you gonna make it?
Lucy, what are you doing, you crazy girl? That is so funny.
The irony of that video. So I know I shouldn't have laughed at the video that you posted on your story today, but it was just so funny because she has no fucking idea. Like your whole world was just thrown, and she's like, "This fresh air feels so good."
I know. I probably should have pulled over because I actually couldn't see the road.
I wanted to comment something funny. I wanted to think of a meme or a trending sound that I could put on there to make it a video that you would put over the top of the thing, but I couldn't think at the time.
Yeah, but whenever I was videoing it, I was like, this is actually so funny because you're still living your life. I shouldn't be sad right now because you are alive. And I just kept saying that, but then every time that I was driving, then every time I'd look to see if I could pass the lane, her face was right here. And I was just like, oh, and like it just made me laugh and then cry again. I don't think they were sad tears. It was just, oh girl, you're my entire life tears, kind of. But I just laughed at her because she's literally laying down on the floor like this, like on her side, and her treat is right beside her, and she's going like this. But she's not eating it. She's just like trying.
Wait, she's trying to grab it, but she
Yeah,
doesn't want to.
but she doesn't want to move. But she's just using her head. Wait, so I wonder what HelloFresh meals I got.
Yeah, because we were just talking about you having a good dinner, and then they dropped it off. I'm like,
Yeah, like how perfect timing was that?
yeah. But do you feel like cooking?
Yeah.
Okay, because cooking makes you happy, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have allergies unless there's something going around right now, but it's like I have a pretty bad headache and
Like a
then,
sinus infection.
yeah. Like my throat's cool for now. But I don't know. I'd probably whenever we're done with this, I'll just make it and then I don't know if I want to eat yet actually, but I'll probably just go back down to my bed.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like down there
Yeah, I don't want to show you.
until I'm actually there.
Yeah.
But I want to be there when Lucy's there too. I was literally looking at flights in the gym when you sent me that.
I feel like the doctors are lying. There ain't no way she going down in 3 months.
What exact? How did they put it?
Well, I asked. They weren't going to tell me.
Oh,
Yeah, they told me, "Are you sure you're okay?" Because I was fine, just talking normally. And they were like, "You seem really put together." And I kind of prepared myself for this, I guess. But it's lymph nodic cancer.
yeah. It's like in her lymph nodes. Yeah.
They said once she starts getting bumps in her face and her feet, that's when you know it is like a rapid progression. And I was like, well, she's had those for probably 6 months now. They showed me the alignment of the cancer, how it's going to be under your armpit and then under her leg. And they told me how to feel for it, what I should be feeling for. You're obviously going to know when she's in pain, kind of thing. And I told them I don't want to do chemo. Like, that's stupid. She's going to die anyways. So I don't want to do chemo. She's already old. There's not really a point of us doing chemo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like you want to know, but it's also like, okay, I'm going to spend all this money on chemo to make sure she's okay. And then she's dies in 2 years anyway. And now I'm in debt. If she was a little younger, I could understand trying to fight a little more, but it's so progressive and she's so old. And honestly, chemo probably would make her miserable the rest of the time.
Yeah, and so they just gave me antibiotics since that one is like split in two already, and then
On her face.
yeah, and they gave me steroids. I didn't even ask what they were for, but they were like, it will just make her comfy. She'll probably be a lot more hungry, and I was like, well, that's good because she's kind of already losing her appetite. And they were like, she's losing her appetite. That's another sign. And I was like, she's fine. She's literally going to live 2 more years. Like, just watch. But yeah, she told me 60 to 90 days is my time span. But then she was like,
Damn.
but she is a terrier and they're always surprising. And I was like, oh, geez, Lucy's literally a nutcase. So we'll see what she can do. But I don't believe that she'll die like within 3 months.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I hope you're okay.
We'll be good.
It's like your bestie.
Yeah, I'll be distraught day of, or I guess winding down. I'm sure we'll know the week of kind of thing. So that will be hard. But because I feel like even whenever someone says, hey, you have 3 months to live, how do you really know? You know, like
You don't.
yeah.
But
So
but then there's me and I'm always like, okay, well what if I die right now?
yeah, that's what I was thinking that too. But then I came home and told Dad, and he was like, "Man, that sucks." And I was like, "Yeah, Dad, it does." I came inside, and he was like, "So how'd it go?" And I said, "Well," and I just started crying.
The way he words things sometimes, I'm like, he's such a dad, like such a boy.
Yeah, it's so funny. But she's literally hilarious. We went on a walk 2 days ago, and she just ran with me in the yard right now. She literally ain't no way she'd go in 3 months. But I'm not worried about her yet. I'll tell you when I am, but I'm not yet.
Okay. And then that's when I'll worry about you.
Yeah. I'll probably have to take a whole week off of work.
Yeah. I feel like it's just the little things cuz like when my dog died, it was just like weird things stepping into the house and they don't run up to you. You're like, "Wow, I didn't realize how much I loved that until it wasn't there."
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's also just a lot of human interaction trigger points, especially since we're servers, how you get asked like the bare minimum questions like, "Oh, do you have any animals?" And that would trigger me.
Yeah. Cuz you've had her your whole life.
Yeah. She had a dang good life, let me tell ya.
Yeah, long as fuck and spoiled as hell.
Yeah. So, everything's cool over here.
Okay. I'm like sad. I'm sorry. Supposed to be helping.
Okay, let's go back to this insecure shit. So yeah, my ex, he used to like keep track of my shit. This was at the very beginning of our relationship too. It's not like he waited to be crazy. He was crazy as soon as we started.
Should have taken that as a sign.
Yeah, and I stayed. But it got to that's why I deleted my socials at that one point in college. Okay, well, I'll just delete it, and if I get new followers, you can't yell at me because I literally don't have Instagram anymore. So if they're following me, it's just cuz they're following me. It's not because I did anything.
And then what? Did he find another reason to get mad?
Yeah, because he was just like, I don't believe you, la da da, la da da da. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I really don't know what to do anymore. So then I think that's actually when I started giving in and I was like, follow me on Instagram.
I feel like men in general are just insecure as fuck. But he was pretty bad, which is like he brought out his insecurities into anger, which is what they really need to work on. Every guy in this world needs therapy.
Every person, not even guy.
If I could buy it for the whole world, I would.
I feel like it should be provided. Like, you know how they push birth control? Why don't we push therapy?
Yeah, because it's make as much. The government doesn't make as much money from it.
And they don't get to control you.
I feel like more and more people are becoming therapists though, but it's still expensive as fuck.
I kind of want Harry's Pizza.
I've never had it.
You're lying.
No, I haven't. I hear like people love it. Like I hear about it all the time.
Let's think. How else can we? What else can we put on this pod?
I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. It's just so hard because usually throughout the week or just my days in general, I'm like, wait, I want to say that on the podcast, or wait, let's talk about that. But like this week, I did not do that. I did not think about this shit this week.
No, I feel like the podcast is starting to feel like a chore. Like it's something that's on my to do list, but I'm always like, yeah, that can wait. That can wait.
Yeah.
Like I kind of hate doing the pod recently.
But I think that's because of how we felt last week too. Like last week we were so down and it was like we got so unorganized, and now this week we're like trying to get everything back in order. So it's like I feel like once we're organized and back into a routine again, that it will hopefully feel good again. Because I don't want to get I'm not ready to give up on it. So
Oh yeah, I don't want to give up on it either, but like I know we're the problem, but it's just weird because I feel like we're never the problem together.
I know
It's hard to see both of us struggling at the same time.
it's so fucking inconvenient actually. Because it's like even with me not posting the reels, like I've been waiting for you to text me and be like, you need to do these, you need to do these. I'm like, why the fuck isn't she like being mean? Or like not mean, but you know what I mean. I'm like, can you bring it up?
I have it written in the Google Docs, and I've just been waiting for you to comment back.
Haven't even opened it. No.
So I was just like, she's probably down bad.
I missed a whole ass lab last week. I didn't have to miss it. I had multiple opportunities to work on it, and I watched Netflix and I read a book. Every single time I thought about it, I got off of work at like 7:30 or 8, and I'd be like, okay, I'll have 2.5 hours, 3 hours to work on it. Didn't do it. And now I'm like, this week I'm like trying to make up for it. But I feel better than last week. Once I do like get caught up on everything, I think it'll just feel better in general. It's also the fact that the reels are in the back of my head, like not done, and I'm like, wow, there's probably like 40 I have to download. I'm just like not looking forward to it because it's overwhelming.
Today, maybe I'll apply for jobs.
I need to do that too.
Instead of working, just apply for jobs.
That's even exhausting too. Like I've been so lazy with those two. It's like when it's like easy apply, or when it's like, okay, all you have to do is upload your resume. I'm like, cool, cool. You have to fill out all these questions, then you have to take a test after, and then you have to do this. And I'm like, I'm done.
Dude, what is the point of applications where it's upload your resume and then the next is everything that's in your resume? Like now load your job history. And it's like Bitch, what the fuck? You have it. Look in the PDF.
I think resumes are outdated anyway. I think they should literally just interview people and you're catching the vibes, then good, you're hired. My resume is not me at all. It's like what I think you want to hear. First of all, you want me to take my whole life and put it on one page. And then I'm like, well, how do I decide what comes in and what doesn't? And then I'm like, I could add so much more stuff. And then I'm like, I don't even want this on there, but it has to be on there. And it's like, just talk to me.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there because resumes definitely, I don't know. I truly believe that experience doesn't mean shit because you could be doing that job for 8 years, but if you train me for a whole month, I'll probably do better than you.
I know. And jobs retrain anyway. So it's like, even if I was doing this at another company for XYZ, I'm going to get to your company. You're going to have a whole different setup and do it totally different. So, like, what's the point?
Yeah, I say that all the time because my job said that to me before, and I was like, but you're still training the new guy that you're hiring. So why, like, it makes no sense.
And that's what gets so, that's what I've been like lying on shit, like for experience, because I'm like, I'm going to get in there and you're going to show me what you want done anyway.
Yeah, I lie about shit all the time. Are you kidding? Well, on my resume, not in life.
That was so funny. And the pause after was even funnier. I need coffee.
I really have to poop.
To live in your head one day, I think I would just want to shoot myself, not gonna lie.
Dude, people are always like, I don't understand how you think. And I'm like, I don't think. I literally, it's just like, it's just noise in this bitch.
Yeah, that's, and it's just so all over the place. Like, I get my head is crazy sometimes, but it's also just my text with you are all over the place, and those you have to literally sit down and type and analyze and think about. So I can only imagine the things that you don't. Are you gonna go to the bathroom?
I'm just trying to hold it in. But I think it's gonna be diarrhea, so it's probably gonna take me a minute.
I feel like you should go because you've been vomiting. It's gonna come out one way. You're done vomiting, so it's trying to come out the other way.
Yeah, but my baby wipes are downstairs, and I don't feel like going downstairs.
Is there anything you like need? Do you need like a housewarming gift?
No,
That's why I hate that you're not showing me shit, because then I would just get things.
no, I don't need anything.
Your baby wipes, I'm like, okay, well, let me get our baby wipe holder. I love our baby wipe holder.
Yeah, I can't stop yawning. I'm probably just gonna, well, depending on what meals I have, I'm either gonna
I
make
wish we
it.
lived next to each other.
I know, I say this all the freaking time.
But like even right now, like I'm like off, and we're like both just like want to chill. I'm like, okay, she could make me Hello Fresh, and I could sit on the couch.
She can do the work, I can do nothing.
I'll cuddle with Lucy, and then I'll get her a vomit bag.
No, but depending on what my meals are, I'm gonna cook it, eat it, go lay in bed, or if they're bad meals, I'm just going to lay in bed for the rest of the day.
But I even feel like right now that's what we're both gonna end up doing. Like, I mean, no, I'm probably gonna make a coffee and try to get some shit done. But like, even like later this evening, like that's what I'm gonna do, and like we could have just be doing it together, even if we're not talking.
I know, that's what I want. I wish I had someone here that, I mean, I guess I kind of do, but I don't really, I don't know. I want someone to just come over and literally just sit on my bed while I read my book.
Yeah, and like they do their own thing too.
Yeah, like be in my area, but I don't need to talk and I don't need to be touched. I just need like you.
Yeah, I want it too. Because sometimes, like, I don't feel like doing anything, but I want to be around people. But the people I've been hanging with, like, think we need to do stuff in order to hang out. Like, we never just hang at someone's house unless it's like, okay, we're stopping here so we can all get in the same car. But I'm literally like, bro, let's just like sit here.
Yeah. I just made a facial appointment for in a few weeks and there was a box that was like, is there anything you want us to know about you like before you come in? And I typed in it, can this please be a silent facial?
I didn't know
Literally.
you like silent ones. I do too. Like hair appointments and everything. I'm not someone you have to make conversation with.
Yeah, but you're exactly right. Like, I don't do silent ones. I always talk. I felt so bad for doing that, and I hope that it actually works.
Yeah, I think it will. I feel like they would rather do that too than have to be like, all right, how can I keep this conversation going? Keep saying the same thing I said to the last 10 people.
Well, you know me. My talks are deep as fuck. I know they're not having the same talks with me that they are with these other clients. There ain't no way. But we always talk, and I haven't seen her in like probably 4 months. So I feel like she's gonna want to talk, but I'm just gonna be like, little girl, baby girl, can you just make me pretty while I sit here?
Yeah. Think.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can't be tired. It's only 12:30. What time is it? 3:30.
I don't even know, but yeah, I'm tired too, dude. I can't stop yawning.
I had a good sleep last night, but not the night before last night, and I still feel like it's being stupid.
Okay, I have to poop.
Okay.